Yeah.
Hi guys, yes, spoken label and the amazing. I'm not going to say Kay Shannon because you'll tell me I'm Kay Channon, right? Straight over to Kay now. She's
Thanks,
going to read out
Andy.
three pieces from us, and over to you, Kay.
So this is the first piece, and this can be found in my book, The Dark Side of Light, on Amazon. I like to read it out. It's a good one to read out. It's called My Words Are My Voice. My words are my voice, a choice as natural as breathing, sitting, repeating, and by nature deceiving. I am lying on a bed. It is my head that talks. Sometimes blindness is the greatest gift. It lets the darkness speak, to slip between the unseen and scream. There is no rhyme for this. Sublime space? If only. Sinking through the flaws in your skin, your bones dissolving in a poet's shadow fading, made worthy, unworthy, worthy, unworthy, worthy, more and more. What is this for? I
Brilliant.
appeal to the listener. Do you want me to start that bit again?
Sorry, guys, my fault. Sorry, back to you, Kay. I thought you'd finished then.
Sorry. I'm just going to start that bit again, the second page. It's not very long. I appeal to the listener who thinks they've heard it all by the blink of my eyes. This image talks indeed, shaking in its unsteady shell, shackled, but I am not its reflection. I am the silence within the unspoken, the spoken aloud, not alive, cut down, edited, repressed, made strong, or so they think, in the name of art or speech that may be understood in more than clarity's tongue, stuttering so quietly in its searching, you won't even know that it's gone. That's piece one.
Excellent stuff. I do apologise for that. I thought you'd actually finished it. That's why we were
No,
pausing.
sorry. Sorry, there was just a little bit over the page.
That's why I
Um,
wasn't sure then. But people obviously listen, as you can see, real time. It does happen sometimes. So, but
hopefully we can edit that bit out.
I will try and speak about that later. Sorry, apologies again on that one, Kate. But excellent stuff. I really enjoyed that straight away. Sorry.
That's all
Okay,
right.
on to piece number two then.
So piece number two is, in comparison to that, it's fairly new. It's more what I write for people to just read and digest. But I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do all poems that rhyme because I actually don't have many of those. So I'm going to have one that doesn't rhyme. So this is it. It's quite short and it's called Window Pane. Window pane. Shifting through the obscured window pane, your white eye glistens. With knowledge sighing in my soul, I blink away the tears of tortured time at the ending of tomorrow. The paper planes we made lay screwed up in a white waste paper basket, along with the wishes that once brought them to life. Their pointed shells a bitter, unwanted muse. The stranger in the glass is not recognized, silent and still as the clouds fall and dress up the future in scattered pain for the dread of the day. And that's piece number two.
Brilliant.
So
I love the ending on that one. It's got a really good, strong ending on that one, Kay. Definitely so. Brilliant. Okay, now we're on to the big finale, and I'll let everybody notice
yeah,
this
no,
is a big finale because
this is a little bit unique in the fact that it wasn't supposed to rhyme. So it was supposed to be a bit more like window pane, but longer. And also it was one of the only poems that I wrote during shielding, because I found that I went backwards a little bit in my writing, in a sense that I lost a lot of my creative desire to write things, whereas some people just exploded and wrote loads. So this is one of 3 poems I think I only wrote in the whole of Shielding, and it's called Hopeful Compass. It was supposed to be a slam poem, but should we just say it didn't slam much, didn't get through the first round, but maybe it is still a good poem.
You might have just been lucky on the day. You never know. Slam poetry is such an unusual thing. It varies from venue to venue, night to night. You never know. So,
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
anyway, I'm going to shut up. So,
Anyway, so
over to you.
let's see if anybody thinks it's a slam poem. I'm not sure if it really is, but I like it. It's called Hopeful Compass. Hope is an act, a muscle we retract and hold in our hearts as tears depart, warm and still. They chill the soul, screaming for change as shame joins hands. It's time to stand and give yourself a chance to move from despair. Understand when you write that sign confined from your home, my dearest friend, you are not alone. Your words could light the world. Uncurl that fist about to hit somebody's face and retrace the aggravation of a crumbling state. Down with capitalism is not just some cheesy idiom made to cover stats. It's something to carry to show that we care. But please be aware, down with hate is only half the debate. It dictates a problem, not how to solve it. Yes, slogans are hopeful, but it takes more to be noble and create a contract of need, not growing greed. To slice through the silence, shout for equality, and truly imagine the fall of hypocrisy. Though I fear no one will follow, outside of Parliament I stand with running ink and rain-soaked hands, as passers-by whisper, why does she do this? I curl up. Please let us get through this.
Ooh.
I may make the news, a paper or two, but that does not give people a hopeful view. They need to understand my message. The shielded are dying too. Whilst they may be COVID-free, behind closed doors, you don't see the lack of PPE, nor the loneliness that creeps up on me. Though it may be unfair to say hope comes from despair, that it is just a wish or a prayer which can change your mindset, but not others out there, unless you get up and show where the fire is burning, spreading and yearning. And what made you say that prayer? Because to swear is not to offend, but a promise to try and mend that which is broken. Can't you see? A Greenpeace badge is just a cheap token. Clapping does not help save the NHS, nor bring back the dead. So I just stay silent instead and reflect on what has gone. My hope is not to bring back the norm. As nature warned, it is already set and bound to decay. I want to find us a new way that makes people feel truly free. So never again should anyone be treated as a commodity. This philosophy sees both hope as an action and a movement of the mind refined. I ask you, put yourself in their shoes. Imagine blind poverty and pain. They're somebody's mum, somebody's son. Their task is far from done as they wait in line, shopping for the vulnerable. So if we treat hope as a word, it will remain unheard, lying still like a wingless bird, beauty stilted in its prime, held back, not by the passing of time, but our inability to realise that neglect is still a crime, and absent as a cage. Although rage is not the answer, we can move faster with our hearts a leaning compass, a magnet toward the earth. We can put out the fire and fulfill our desire for a positive rebirth.
Fantastic.
I feel really tired now.
Oh, yeah. It's worth noting that I've had a bit of poem on that length. I would have been absolutely cream crackered as well. So great effort there, Kay, that one. Great effort. I don't think I was at the Zoom, the one that was on, to be honest. I would have given that a good mark, because I've certainly marked these sort of online Zoom slams before, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a tremendous piece, that one. Was that a bit of a longer piece in contrast to your earlier two pieces? Did you find that was a lot harder to write then because of the length of it?
It wasn't hard to write. It's very hard to read out loud. You probably noticed by the middle, I was trying not to get emotional, and I think what makes it harder even now is because we're still at a place in where the world can feel hopeless because of mass media and social media. There's great things that social media can do, but there's also terrible things, and there's always that element of the media report what they want us to kind of hear and see, and sometimes that's not, it's important, but sometimes it's not done in the right way. And I think, without saying too much, everyone knows at the moment the sort of tragedies and the poverty and the endless parade of politics and natural disasters and climate change. And I think it's harder to read out because I realize it's still like that mindset of that we all had in COVID of hopelessness is kind of still there for some people, more than others. But yeah, how can you say you're more hopeful? Maybe some people are, I hope they are, but I think it's harder for me because I feel like we haven't really moved in our culture in Britain, our mindset into a more positive mindset, because of everything that's been going on and how it's been reported. And yeah. So it's hard. It's hard to read out without turning this into a political podcast. Obviously, there's a lot of things in there that hit me as a woman with disabilities and with a low income, and yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And then all the other countries is all I'll say before I get. Yeah.
No, I agree. That's all. We could carry this on to the discussion, definitely. I agree with you completely. Over lockdown, I thought the country's attitude would have gone a different way to what we have done since. I agree with you. So, well, I think what we'll do, Kate, we'll leave it at that, because otherwise we'll carry on for another hour.
I know, otherwise it will be like, Good Morning Britain, except without the morning bit. And
no, this would be good ranting. This wouldn't be good morning, it'd be good ranting to Britain and how we finish. I think definitely.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
yeah, what we'll do. Yeah, thank you so much for your time today, Andy, and for your listening ears and time, and just everyone that's listening. Just, if you have a creative bug of any sort, just try it, because I never made a film before COVID, and I made a feature-length film all by myself. I'm learning British Sign Language. Don't know anything about BSL. So like, if you have a desire to do something, I'll say just do it. Because
follow your dreams. Definitely. Follow your dreams.
Just do it. And it doesn't matter if one person listens, if 10 people listen, or 100 people listen. Like, you could help someone else really come out of their shell as well. So like just do it, because I think we're in a world that just keeps telling us like not to do stuff and that things are really bad. And I think, yeah, just do it. Whatever you feel
Definitely,
in your heart,
definitely.
just do it.
No, I agree with you completely. Anyway, Kate, hang around anyway. So I do need to quick word you off microphone anyway. So, but I want to thank you
Yeah.
today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've really enjoyed this, and good luck for the future with your creative projects, definitely. So anyway, guys and girls,
Thank you so
that's
much.
it for Spoken Label for yet another session. Of course, we will be always back. Who knows when? Hopefully shortly. As Don Callis over at AEW Wrestling says, stay safe and stay over. See you all next time.